There's audio on the mic of the camera. No audio. We need the audio. Still, there we go. We got the audio. But now, okay, there we go. Okay, so for those of you guys who missed it, wait, we also need to have the chat. Twitch chat. Boom, we got the chat box. Let me. Awesome. We still gonna be watching the series. Not a series, but we still have to watch what these guys do, honestly. We're gonna need intel, we're gonna need um guidance, all that stuff. So um just bear with me. Let me share my screen with you guys. Let me share my screen with you guys. Right now, what I'm trying to do, is get my chat box opened. Which I don't know how to do. I fucked that up. So, let's see. Can I fix it? Clearly, I fucked it up. Okay. Found it. All right. No. Okay. Cool. So, all right. So, we're back. What I'm gonna do, this is, let me use the correct terminology, CRM. This is a CRM, customer relationship management. A lot of people who are in the business of real estate have a CRM. It's a software that organizes everything that you do to build your leads. And it tracks it tracks what you do. It tracks when you it tracks when you submit an offer. It tracks if you have an appointment. Um, it tracks your calculations. It tracks anything that can be going on in the area where you are potentially looking to do a deal. So the last video I was explaining to you guys how real estate agents usually look at public records to get their listings, right? So you have different kind of leads. You got your on market, which are MLS leads. You got your absentee owners, which are people who own these homes, but they don't live in it. They live in another state or they live out of the country. You got out of state owners. You got your pre foreclosures, like I mentioned. You got your homes that's 100% equity owned. You got your real estate uh, REOs, real estate owner. These are bank owned homes. Then you got your vacant houses. That's just houses who belong to people that probably lost, how you say, have no record or have no vacant homes. So the home is just, it belongs to someone, but that person or that, yeah, basically that person or entity that own the home is like long removed from the house. It's just that like no one knows who owns the house, kind of. So it's just a vacant home. It's almost like up for grabs. It could have been, yeah, it's a up for grabs home. You got homes that the bank took, and then now they're looking for cash buyers to liquidate the home, right? They want to get that money back for the home that they must have foreclosed on someone for, and now they're looking for someone to pay the bank back some type of money for the home so the bank can recover their loss from the person who previously had the home but couldn't pay for it anymore. And you got your cash buyers. These are the people who have money to buy homes, but all cash. So these are the guys who are usually looking for fix and flip opportunities, which would be brought to them either by a wholesaler or maybe a listing agent. And then you have your private lenders. Your private lenders are the people who give the cash, either the cash buyers the money, or they're just banks where you could leverage borrowing private money with, oh my God, hard money. You got private money and hard money. Both monies that you could borrow to fix and flip a home, but interest rates on the monies is usually um, different, and the guidelines to borrow the money is completely different. One's more lenient than the other. Let me see. Yeah, so one's more lenient than the other. Anyway, so all of that under the CRM. So I looked up Ventura County and decided to see what's in this area of California. And right now we're looking at homes that are up for auction. And I don't know much about auction homes, but uh, what I want to do is add some filters. So let me see what I could do. We want to see what these prices are going for. What's this button do? Don't know what this button does. Yeah. Anyway, so these are right now. I'm just looking at basically off-market stuff. Very, very high prices. Not interested. We need something that's around five, 400,000, maybe three, two. Yes. So we're looking at the prices right now, and the equity. So some people own these homes and they're really just chilling. So this person has 163% of equity. Own a home free and clear, obviously, listed for 295. What I'm gonna do is some causative research on this. So let's see if this thing is accurate. What I'm gonna do is search up this address and see what pops up on Redfin. It's land. So this is land that someone is buying. Um, it's land that could fit a three bed, two bath, apparently. So it's a 9,580 square foot lot. It's under contract, and this is in Ventura. I'm not gonna find out how far this is because then I'm gonna leak my address, and that's what I don't want to do. So we're not gonna do that on live stream, which I probably shouldn't even be live streaming this. I probably should pre-record this, but I don't know much about wholesaling land, so I'm not gonna get too much into it. But let's go to the next. So we see something for 1 million. What I want to do is sort by price, and I don't want anything that's in the millions. I just want something that's half a million. So, actually, what I'm gonna do, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put all of this into an Excel. So, first thing I'm gonna try to do is you have selected all properties in the list. Do you want to add 100 properties from this page or all properties in this entire search? We want all because now we're gonna work with. Says you selected 739 leads to import. You have 10,000 lead credits remaining for this month and 10,000 lead downloads available today. Do you want to redeem all 739? Yes. So it says, do you want to add these properties to a list or just add them without any list? I'm gonna say, let me select the list. I usually, yeah. So this is all the stuff that I did in the past, since 20, I think 2022, 2023. And so I need something new. So we're gonna create a new list and we're gonna call it um, California, California off market, California off market 2026. No, we're gonna say April 2026. And we're just gonna save it as marketing list. Actually, what we should have done, so we're gonna add it to, all right, and I'm gonna wait. What I should have done was put that list under vacant houses, but it's all good. And then we're gonna do is open up Excel. So let me open up my Excel. Open up my Excel. You want to get on Excel? It's saying that I have to buy it. Should we buy it, chat? My bad, y'all. And my homies, my homie. Ooh. Uh, we got some hiccups. Let me see if I can get this sorted out. Let me go back to Excel. I think I have activated Microsoft. I just got to be patient. That's what it is. All right, so we got in Excel, and that file should have already been saved to my dashboard. So uh, it's still being processed. So we just gotta wait. All right, talking to my homeboy, my homie, big bro. School was good. We had a test today. And passed. Phone on D&D, and this camera needs to back up. Pause. Okay, but now we're just waiting for these to upload. But in the meantime, let me clean some stuff up real fast. In the meantime, I was looking at. I'm gonna look at some other stuff real quick. We want to go back to dashboards. Go to get leads. We want to look up another county. Bakersfield. Look up Bakersfield, California. A lot of activity here. A lot of activity here. Clearly, as you guys can see, Bakersfield, California. We got some pre-foreclosures. We have a lot of free and clear. And one thing about this is when there's a lot of data here, I have to sort it a certain way, exporting, which is why we're exporting this data to Excel so I could really sort through it. Still waiting on um, the vacant properties to download into this folder. But in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is go back here, Bakersfield again. You gotta start contacting. I For now, I want to see what's on the MLS, and I'm gonna be picky. I only want homes that have 90% or greater equity and homes that is less than 500,000. That's all I want. So these are all homes that's on market. Now, the next thing that I want to do is find out if these homes are in tip-top shape because some of them are. Like this one is a brand new home. So that's gonna be the thing is fun. This is actually really nice. actually. Oh shit. Fuck. Lois. Because that's gonna tell us. That's gonna tell us that's fucked. 200 days on Zillow. That means this home is not easily sold. So do I waste my time? Eh, I can call and find out, why is this home not being sold yet? So essentially, um, we could tell that this home is finished. It's a complete demolition home. What do I want to do? Do I call? Well, let's analyze. We want to do a duplicate because we want to keep this page here. But if we do we find do we waste time on this home? Oh, let's see. Let's see if we have a deal. Paste it. We want to see if this is copy this link onto this home. So we could actually run a comp. I'm going to click analyze and I'm going to click compare comp. Um, you want to find comparables. That is with a mile. You know what? Not even a mile. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna say half a mile. So this is on market for 90,000, and we have homes that sold with within a mile radius of, and comps needs to be same bathroom and bedrooms, but this one has absolutely anything. So we probably essentially would be buying the land, but we want to see what something fixed up is selling for in this neighborhood. So the lot size is probably 7,405 square feet. We don't know. Perhaps we should call. Let's call. First call on the live. Let's do a call. So how we do that is we find out. Show more. So far, all we know is that the person that's representing the seller, his name is Joe Santana. Oh, we got his number right here. So it says it's a C2 zone commercial burn. One bedroom house has been removed. Lots of possibilities for units or commercial use. So obviously this would be a home opportunity for a fix and flip. But is it worth it is the question. Uh, that's a one bedroom. Let's see. So we got the number. I'm gonna call. I'm getting text messages and trying to do this work at the same time. We had distraction 661 322 9133. Let's see.
Joe Santa Cruz. Can't take your call now.
Well, no
At the
answer.
tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for further options.
Hello, Joe. This is Blake. I am interested in one of the listings that you have here on Zillow. Address 804 Kentucky Street. I wanted to know if the seller has a timeline for selling this property. I see that you guys are listed here for 208 days. So there must be some reason why you're still holding on to this listing. Um, I see that it's a damaged, a burned, a fire damaged home. Excuse me, fire damaged home. So obviously you're looking for some investors to buy and build on this land. So I'm not sure if the home is on sale or if this is the price for the land. I'm assuming that it's the price for the land because this is a fire damaged home. It's completely disintegrated. So give me a call back at 646-709-6774. And if this is just one of your listings, I'd like to know what other listings you have. Looking forward to speaking to you. Thank you. Bye. Pretty much that's what the that's what the left voicemail kind of goes like. Just want to let the seller know, hey, I'm interested in your property that you're selling. Um, Same thing I did for my home that I currently reside in. Just called based on what I saw and say, give me a call back. I want to know, what's going on. What's the seller's timeline? How much they're looking for? Why you're still on market? What offers are you getting? Stuff like that. All right. So I don't want to spend too much time on one listing. We want to move on to the next. But before I do that, let me double check and see if we got. Oh, this is kind of taking long. We're gonna do another test run. Got 115 properties here. We're going to add them to a list. All properties. Yes, import them now. Yes, let me select, and we're going to. Shit, I was not supposed to do that. All of these right here are all old leads. And you probably have contact information in there too. Notes. There's no notes. Let's do this. Let's do this again. Right now, we're having a hiccup. List actions. So we're going back to dashboard. We're clicking get leads, and we are clicking view save search. We want to go find these MLS in Bakersfield, and we're going to add them to a specific list. All properties, yes, import them. Yes, let me select the list. And we want to select, I'm going to create a new list and I'm going to put MLS April 2026 vacant homes, vacant Bakersfield. And then I'm going to hit create, wait, marketing list, and I'm going to hit create and I'm going to click add properties. Um, boom. So now we're gonna see how long that takes. It shouldn't take that long. So I need to try to get San Diego. Sure, next perfect time when it's out. So you could bring her. Yes, exactly. We gotta wait. In the meantime, I'm gonna go look at some on markets like I was doing already. Uh, on markets in Bakersfield. I think Bakersfield is a tight market. We want fixers. I'm gonna look at houses and I'm gonna put fixer uppers. It shows 21 homes. I don't want anything that's already fixed up. I want something that needs to be fixed. So I usually read these descriptions. It's a 3 bed, 1 bath, garage and back sold as is. Great opportunity to own a single family residence in California with no HOA. This 3 bedroom, 1 bath home offers 1,000 square foot of living space and is situated on a huge lot. 6,000 square foot attached long driveway garage. The in the back of the home. Condition of the property is unknown. Well, what is the condition of the property? How is it unknown? This was posted 21 minutes ago. What I'm going to do is call and find out what is the conditions of the property. But before I do that, I'm going to get some intel. So I'm going to get this address. You know what? First thing I'm going to do is see if this software is picking up new listings as well in Bakersfield. So I'm gonna go back here and I'm going to dashboard, get leads. Let's view our saved search. And in my saved search, let me find, actually, yeah, in my saved search, I should see, oh, MLS. You know what? We're not gonna do that. We don't have time for that. I'm gonna call this next listing agent and see what's going on. There's a tenant in here. House is currently occupied by tenants who are not authorized to live in the home. Do not disturb tenants. They are not authorized to live in the home. Wow. So yeah, do make another call. So listing agent is Veronica to notify her offer is being sent. So we want to call Veronica and speak to her. 805-276-5504. But before we do that, wait, that person's in Oxnard. That's not in Bakersfield. Not in Bakersfield. Uh, what we want to do is see if there's any upside. We don't want to lock something up that an investor is not going to be able to profit from. Um, so we're going to put that address into our deal analyzer. So mm, 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 create new, paste. We want to get the link for this property and put it in. This is all. Yeah, a few homes that were sold last year ago, and they didn't sell for that much. You got this. This was for 14. So we need to see similar square footage homes. So one was sold for 275, other was sold for 285. Nope, nope, nope. 230, 975. This was all last year. So the closest is this one. Well, let's see if this was fixed up. It was. It's fixed up. You could sell new hardwood floors, new kitchen, cabinets. Looks like granite countertops, stove, paint, carpet, bathroom. It's done up. Garage done up. And this sold for 285, and it's currently estimated by Redfin at 272 to 329. So if it's sold for 285, this is the hard data that we're gonna go off of to comp the actual subject property. I'm gonna look at one more. This one is about 30 plus. This one is about 70 feet, 70 square feet, 70 square foot less than the subject property. So same thing, hardwood floors in the kitchen, granite countertops, paint, cabinets. The bedrooms, they're a little smaller. Bathroom is not done up completely. It's not a completely new bathroom, but pretty decent. And this one sold for 283. We could we could use this as a comp as well. So they're selling for around 275 average. After repair value is going to be 256,880. Cool. It's going to be a fix and flip, and let's say the property is not that that badly damaged, it'll need average rehab, which is carpet, paint, kitchen, and bath. So average rehab is usually flooring, a brand new kitchen, a brand new bathroom remodel, um, and it includes paint. And for the square footage of the home, the labor with the labor and materials needed to get that done, you're gonna have a certain price, and we'll break that down in a few. Let's say our assignment fee, our wholesale fee, if we get this property assigned to a fix and flipper, would be 10 grand. So our offer price is gonna be around 124,000, which is not really realistic because if we look at homes that recently sold in this neighborhood within the last year, I'm sure there's nothing on this market that sold for 124,000. So what I'm gonna do just to make sure of that is double check the zip code. I'm gonna enter it in the search box, and then I'm gonna look at homes that recently sold within last year and see if there's anything that sold for that low. So I'm gonna switch from for sale to sold, and I'm gonna go to a year, hit done, and I'm gonna look at the most recently sold comps and things sold for three, two. No, actually, I'm gonna look at the most lowest price sold home. So you got something that sold for 32. Actually, we're gonna put some filters in there. So I'm gonna put a filter for square foot to be maxed at 1100. Now we want to see square footage of homes that sold for that square foot and how much they sold for. This was fixed up. That's not fixed, but for 270. Anything for less than that price of these 108 homes. No, we have nothing so far. Nothing, nothing, nothing. This is giving us a pulse of what the market is like. This one sold for 168, 500,000 in May. This one had to have been a fixer. Our price was 124. This one is 168. Might have been a wholesaler. This one sold for 135, kind of close to the home that I am looking at. This one sold for 135. This was a complete demolition. Um, what else we got? 93. This is a mobile home. 280, 250, 220, 310, 27, 23, 30, 16. What does 16 look like? 16 is a two bed, one bath. 200, 230. So a lot of them are selling for twos. Um, we want to see what something for two looks like. This one sold for 150. Again, let's make sure that we have the right bed and bath that we're selling, right? So subject property. Subject property is a three bed one. So it's a 3-1. This is a 2-1 for 150. 2-1, 2-2, a 3-1 for 230, but it's fixed. We need a 3-1 that's not fixed that was sold to a fix and flipper. This is a 3-1, 220. Sold in March 2026. So now we have a pulse for what um, buyers are, no, sellers are willing to sell for and what buyers are willing to pay, right, for homes in this condition. Roughly 220, depending on what the exit strategy is for the buyer. So it gives you the address. It says for investors and first-time buyers, discover an exceptional opportunity with this versatile property featuring two permits units on one lot. The front home offers 720 square foot with two bedrooms, one bathroom, ideal for comfortable living or reliable rental income. The permitted back unit is designed as a one bed. So We're gonna go with the notion that the seller agent is gonna say fuck off with an offer of 124, but this is where the conversation starts. So we're gonna call this seller now and find out what's going on. I just had some chips merch.
I'll see if this person is available.
We're gonna call again.
Hi, you record your name and reason for calling. I'll see if this person is available.
Blake Dior.
Thanks. Please stay on the line.
You want to pull that home back up.
I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an additional message, please reply after the tone.
Good evening. I'm calling to speak to Veronica. I see a listing on Redfin at 213 T Street, Bakersfield. Wanted to discuss an offer and kind of find out if the seller is on a timeline to sell this home. Give me a call back at 646-709-6774. Looking forward to speaking with you, Veronica. Thank you. So we left another voicemail. So far, no answers, but this is the name of the game. All right, let's go see if we have anything that was. There's nothing so far. That's weird. Please note your new properties are still being processed. Please check back in a few minutes. Something's going on. And first, there we have a simple way for you to upload your own list. No, we're not trying to upload our own list because we don't have a list. And if that's the case, we might not even use Flipster. We'll just use PropStream. PropStream, guys, I think it's PropWire. I think it's also free. Let's go on PropWire and see if we could pull a list. So we're going back to Bakersfield, California. We want MLS. Look at all these different kinds of leads you guys could pull. We want to see if this thing really works, you know? So we're looking for MLS active, and we want single family homes. And I want a specific price range. I don't want just any old homes. I want to be at a specific price range. So estimated value, I'm gonna put cap at 500,000. And we don't want to do the estimated equity in cash. We want to do it in percentage. We want anything, you know what? Anything between, you know, no, we only want 90 to 100. No, let's go maybe to 70 because there might be other deals in there other than free and clear. We could get foreclosure homes. I don't mind. You got to be able to talk foreclosure language. MLS filters. We want active things. Maybe some things that are pending, but let's go for active. Or let's not have an MLS filter at all. I'm just gonna hit save and close. So we got 71. Uh, let's see if we can export this list now. First, let's save it to a list. We're gonna save it underneath the same name of list that we have on Flipster. Honestly, guys, I'm gonna explain a lot of this, but I'm trying to show some sense to what I'm doing, so I'm kind of just going fast right now to see what I could get to stick and make content out of. So I'm gonna download this list. We're not gonna skip trace it yet. We want everything, and hopefully it's free. Same thing. It'll be available shortly. It says it's ready. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna save this in a specific folder. And open up in Excel for now. Boom. What we're gonna do is create a filter. And now uh, we know a couple of things. So we got some things to look at now. Let me see if you guys can see my screen. You guys kind of can't see my screen. And it only gave us so one thing we don't want we don't need we're gonna hide this because we don't need it. State, the county, we're in Kern County, so we don't need Kern County. Uh, Lot size we don't need. Um, we already know it's residential. Single family, don't care about the subdivision or the APN or the legal stuff. Units, we don't care about that. We want to know about the bedrooms and the baths. Garage attached. Yeah, sure. We can keep the garage. Carport, we don't need that. HVAC, we don't need that. Heating, we don't need that. We don't need that. Owners, yes, we want to know who the owners are just in case we have to skip trace. So we're going to hide all that information. Uh, Owner mailing city. We don't need the mailing city. We actually don't need the mailing address right now, so hide that. And we don't need the state as well, so we can hide that. We don't need this, this. We know they're actives. These extra owner fields we don't need. We don't need this as well, so get rid of that. Oh, there's a lot of information on this thing. What we want to do is move. We are gonna have to skip trace. I'm trying to think about the best way to do this. We got phone numbers of listing agents. These are all active listings, so no, we cannot go straight to the owner. So then does it even make sense for us to have the owner's contact information? Probably not. It doesn't make sense for us to have owner's information because they are represented by a listing agent. So we got listing agents' phone numbers. We don't need to know that. We don't need the assessment or the tax amount, by the way. So we want to hide that. We only want, we know it's for sale. We don't need these. If it's vacant, we already know that it's vacant. You guys are seeing me do the very nitty gritty. Um, these we don't need. Get rid of. Hide. What else don't we need? We have to clean this list up. So deed type, the only thing that we really need is the listing agent's name, email, and their phone number. That's it. That's all we need, really. Honestly, we don't really need anything else. So open more like maybe mortgage information, maybe. But these right here, we don't need it. So I'm gonna hide that. We just want to clean this list up. Right, this we don't need. Hide. And actually, what I'm actually gonna need, I'm actually gonna have to have a dialer because when I go through this list, the only thing that I want to do is press a button that automatically dials these numbers, get a bunch of no's, and then finally get a yes. I don't want to constantly have to go and enter in the number for these phones for these different sellers, but I am going to do it anyways. The other thing that what else am I going to need? We want to put this in dollar amount, this in dollar amount as well, the listing price in dollar amount. Do we want to know the date it was last sold? No. So we're hiding that. How long it's been on the market? Maybe. Can we see this estimated equity? Estimated equity percentage. Mortgage balance. We don't really need to know that. So what do we have now? So what we have now, the addresses, the square footage of the home, the year it was built. We don't need the unit count. Bedrooms, bathroom, they're all one stories. So we some of them are two stories, but That's information that we can uncover from the seller to break the ice. Uh, Days on market. Yeah, I guess we could. Boom. So we expanded the Excel sheet, so we have information on every. Oh shit! Did we just do that? Control Z. Alright, we don't want all this information. We could have deleted the rows, but we didn't do that. Let's get this opened, this opened. Emails, yeah, sure. Let's get emails, and that's pretty much it. So we see here that let me lowest equity home has 70% of equity. And now what we can start doing is work our way up from the top where we know that these people own full equity in their homes. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this address and I'm going to place it in Redfin to see what we come up with. Alright, so Redfin, paste, see what's going on here. So this home is being sold and it's probably a fixer. It is, it's a fixer. Kitchen is kind of outdated, but it's not outdated. It's probably just a vintage style kitchen. So we got data that shows what? We got data that shows that this home is 100%. What we want to do is we want to get an idea of the preciseness of the list. So this home is yep for 345. It's been on market for 105 days. We want to go to the next one and see what's going on here. So paste. What do we have? Paste. No, no, no. Copy. Paste. So this list could be a list of homes that's not even needing fixes. This one's going for 385. We gotta clean these tabs up just a little bit. This is gone. This we don't need. This we don't need. And that we're temporarily using. This we don't need right now. And let's go to the next one. We want to find out if there's a home that is a fixer-upper. So far, we don't have that. Brand new home. Let me move on to the next. Looks like a brand new home. This is how it's done, y'all. This is how it's done. This person is pending its his or her sale. So they are already in escrow, and they still have it listed just in case anything falls through. This looks like a fixer. It's a fixer, so we're gonna leave it alone, and we're gonna keep going. This is also a fixer. It's done up nicely. And once we're finished with this list, if everything is a fixer and nothing needs to be fixed up, I'm just gonna discard this list. I'm not gonna waste time with it. 314, 211. It's off market, but it says that it was listed. And if that's the case, do we have contact information for the listing agent? We do. What? Phone number. Can't fix it. I'm not gonna try to. It gets boring. We need $1. 211. It's getting late, and I doubt anyone's gonna be picking up their phones. The next one's gonna be 661-487-7413. This is supposed to be the listing agent that was originally representing the seller.
And reason for calling. I'll see if this person is available.
Blake Dior.
Thanks. Please stay on the line. I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an additional message, please reply after the tone.
Good evening. This is Blake. I'm calling to find out if you're still representing this seller of property 211 E Harding Ave in Bakersfield. Was interested in putting in an offer on this property. I think it's a vacant home based on the picture. Um, yes, so I'm assuming that you guys might be looking for investors to buy this all cash. Please give me a call back at 646-709-6774. Looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you. It should be Connie that I'm speaking to. But if not, please forgive me. Thank you. Bye. That was kind of weird. I said, please forgive me. All right, guys. This is pretty much what the beginning of this journey is going to look like. The goal is 60 days of this kind of work with progress. I have to generate leads. That is the most important thing. So far, this is all we get because I just started generating leads, just started getting into the groove of generating leads. And I have to wait for the shit to start to stick as I throw it to the wall. If you made this far in my video, I really appreciate you watching. Whether you skipped around on it or you watched it fully through, or if I'm speaking to a room of no viewers, that is totally fine. The name of the game is consistency. So, if you end up watching this on a pre-recorded video, as a if you end up watching this as a pre-recorded video, yes, this is what it's like. This is what the beginning of journeys look like. It's usually you by yourself. So, in all essence, this was me looking at on-market deals through a CRM. I curated a list of active um, properties on an MLS, which is properties that is represented by a listing agent. And then the goal was to get on phone with a listing agent and submit an offer based on the property's as is conditions and the comps of recently sold homes in that area. The time now is 8:25, so a lot of people are probably either getting ready for bed, getting ready for work tomorrow, eating dinner with the family. So I'm not gonna get a high success rate in these phone calls, but the goal is tomorrow to finish this list and move on to a new list, whether it might be a list of foreclosure homes, pre-foreclosure homes, tired landlords, divorce homes, any type of code violation homes, sub two homes. There's a plethora of list of homes that I could pull and generate leads from there. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace out.